Hey, guys, and welcome to the wheat field. Today is Friday, April 21st. How y'all doing? Welcome to the wheat field. Welcome to the wheat field, my wheat. Welcome to you. How y'all doing, y'all? What it do? What it do? If you new, welcome. Welcome to the wheat field. Welcome to you. My name is La T. I am a channeled messenger. I message with the Most High God, the infinite intelligence of the all, aka wisdom, the principal thing, and the breath of life. Yes, we have been told, as revealed unto us, that when the Father spoke out, it spoke out its word, moving on its breath, and the rest is what you see left. Ha! That's it. Ha! So, considering that the Most High God made everything by His word, we can read all the words. We essentially read creation. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So we bring together all the pieces of it, because creation is whole, it is complete. There is nothing broken and there's nothing missing. And we believe here at Tears and We Tarot Show, where testimony meets tarot, shown up like a box of chocolates where, life, that thing that just be doing stuff, you never know what you're going to get. So over here we talk about it. We do. We talk about the tests. We talk about the victories, how we've come through. And just in general, what do we see? We talk about the energy, reading the energy, right? So that we can clue you in first, be clued up first, edified self. Okay? Because we ain't going to serve you nothing that we wouldn't eat. No, we have to be in overflow mode so that we can serve it out to our wheat, to our brethren. So with that being said, we had to pray so we can bring all the pieces together, how the Father come out and step out in front of us and bring the message. We got a whole lot of energy on the table. We do. It's a lot of energy we've taken on from the solar eclipse that just passed. That portal is still open. I still feel that residual energy coming in. I feel a lot of us will be getting downloads, a lot of downloads. And to have clarity, a sense of clarity is a whole thing. So pray, beloved, pray for clarity all the time. Have it revealed onto you. Taking those ancient Akashic records, that old intelligence that's being cracked open, broken open, I feel in this day. Boop, right in the front. Third eye, activation. Yeah, opening up your perception. Like, are you in a place of allowing that to happen? I feel like in this time, people are coming back to wholeness, back to good, some soul time. Maybe you are a divine feminine, you know what I mean, having to come back to wholeness, deal with yourself, bringing back the pieces of you together. I feel internal togetherness and get into some discernment. And it's funny I said internal togetherness because that's integration, bringing together parts of you. I hear systemic integration, like we have multiple systems that work together within the body, right? Of course, we know all the different systems, central nervous system, and immune system, all those systems, right? But we don't think about that in terms of bringing all of our pieces of self, of our personality, the shadow stuff, the things that we would rather not look at, the things that we don't want to see, things that we don't want to acknowledge. And then also, the things that are forward facing, like what's right in front of us, what we see in the mirror that we can't accept. It's a thing to be able to accept your shadow side, things that you are willing to face, and things that are most likely to come, or can you envision yourself in a new way? Yeah, so quite a bit of energy. I'm feeling quite a few things. It could be different pieces of the message today that resonate with you. Take it. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Don't call nothing into your life that doesn't belong, right? So, we are spiritual. We're not religious. We're not. Again, we believe that creation is whole and it's complete. It's a lot of pieces, but nothing's broken and nothing's missing. Just pixelated pieces, and we're able to pull up and see the whole thing if you can, see from, again, a different perspective, right? And the Father say, seek diligently. Meditate on the word of the Father all day. Man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of the Father's mouth, right? And everything that the Father called in creation has a word on it. Again, creation is whole, called by the principal thing, the Father's word, moving on the breath of life. Everything is connected, and the breath activates us, right? It fills us. I definitely just feel activation, like people coming into activation. I hear revelation, the ancient old knowledge being brought to the forefront, people's third eye chakra really being activated. We had this card right here, high is good, in our Facebook reel this morning. This one we pulled. And it speaks to being a conduit, right? This one also speaks to discernment, which is coincident because we had discernment here in this one. In this one, we also have discernment, right? Trusting your plan, trusting the Father's plan. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and people around us from an inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Yes, yes. Like being able to see, again, you can see your shadow self, you can see your present self, but detach from that. Give yourself compassion, give your shadow self compassion, allowing it to come in from a state to feel a state of wholeness, accepting your whole self. When you can accept your whole self, then you will draw in the energy of others who accept you wholly and completely. You'll be able to accept the world around you as whole and complete and see that, again, nothing's broken and nothing's missing. Do you have a mindset that there's of brokenness, of lack, of loss, based on what has happened in the past? Can you accept all of that, and discern it and see how did it add to you? How did it add to you? Some things may have fallen away. You may have needed to let some things go. Letting go is here. You may have needed to let some things go, but it's working for your highest good. And when you realize that it's working for your highest good, you can have gratitude. You can have gratitude and you can have the courage to move forward, right? The courage to let go, see how it's working for your highest good, and have gratitude for it. Especially when you see that it's creating your individual ability to discern. And that's what I feel. Divine feminine and discernment. Like, you don't necessarily have to be a feminine energy, you don't. But coming together with your whole self, like wholly, so with that soul time and divine feminine. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. Again, a new vision of self. Can you see yourself in a whole new way? One that embraces the concept that while being in a corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless. Your soul is timeless, is limitless, and is infinite. It can develop into anything. But to use your discernment, and then we have allowance. Again, allowance in that perception. I feel like like there's a new vision of yourself being revealed onto you. Like something that is a part of your eternal destiny. Like what your soul really consists of. What is your deepest, darkest, not even darkest, but your whole thing, your whole soul. Your deepest, darkest desires. Like even the things that you wouldn't admit to anybody else. Like I hear Aniko's what she said, always wanted to be famous, just being real, just being honest, right? And a lot of times people seek for very high aspirations, really, really high. But then there's something in that. Like, is there something vain in that? Is there, how would that affect me in terms of vanity, in terms of remaining humble, my state of humility, you know what I mean? To be able to see yourself and look at the parts of you that you are afraid of. And that was a part of our reading last night. To integrate that dark part of you into the light part of you. Integrate it. Bring those pieces together. The pieces of you, your wholeness, accepting of your whole self. You are an individual and you have the ability to make the right action. You do. Individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. We are all going through this journey called life like it's a school. Thank you, Father, for being here. Right action. Let everything that wants to go, go. And everything that wants to come, come. Again, letting the courage to let go. And also the courage and the gratitude to receive, right? To receive, to discern, the courage to take the right actions, to have gratitude and discernment, right? And evolution is definitely coming. Are you welcoming that change? Fathers say, you're afraid of something in the future, afraid of your own vision of self. Again, that vision of success, I feel. Maybe you feel like, you're not ready for it. Maybe you don't feel ready for that sense of success. But we definitely got a lot of energy on the table, so let's chop it up. What do we have? Authenticity. Can you be your true self? I can be my true self. Do you feel like you're able to be you, your whole you? Accepting your shadow you, your future you, your present you. Are you being authentically present right now? Fathers say, yeah. Are they going to have a problem with authenticity in the future? No. You're stepping into your authenticity, like being solid and rooted in that. Are they able to accept their authentic past self? No. That's the piece that's missing. Like, maybe you're shying away from it. You don't really want to see it. Challenge. That's the challenge. You embrace all tests. Everything that was a test for you in the past that came against you to test you, it says, allow me to flow with what I cannot change. Let me embrace all tests and release any fear of loss. And that's what I said. It felt like somebody had still like that mindset of fear of loss, of lack, not just poverty, but it does feel impoverished, right? Like there's things that you're missing that you need, and it's keeping you with a sense of despair over the past. Know that all things can be replenished with ease by the divine will. The Father will take care of all things. Are you available and are you open? Maybe not open to your past, trying to open yourself to the present and be, consider the future. But right now, I think presently it is, open to accept the past. There's a book called Existential Kink that we have been kind of working through and reading. And it's like accepting all the pieces of you, even those dark parts that you don't want to acknowledge that are part of your dark desire. I feel, again, like that person. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, just being honest, right? And to me, a lot of times people can feel like fame is one of those things, like it brings vanity. It could bring issues and problems, like people get caught up in the fame and the ego of it all. But according to the Father's will, things will unfold. And to be open, to be a vessel onto the Most High God, to allow yourself to be used so that the Father can fill your cup up so that you overflow. Father said you're going to have some strength. Dig into some strength. Definitely dig into some strength. Make me ready to call on you, even in the most confusing situations, large or small. Let me include you, Father. May I lean on your strength, knowing that your grace can unravel any dilemma. So whatever dilemma that you're still dealing with, wrestling with, or grappling with in the spirit about your past, to let it go, right? Maybe again it feels like that mindset of lack, like maybe you don't have what it is, or you were born missing something, or something that feels like with self-esteem or worthiness. Like you may want to be famous, you may want to be out there, you may want to be recognized, but do you feel like you really have all that it takes? Do you feel like it's something in your past holding you back? I hear past mistakes. Again, that Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, like that loss, like something's missing. Thank you, Father. Humility. It's humility. Like, will you remain humble? Do you feel like there's something in you in that shadow that's going to run amok when the bread come in? Like, let's be real about it. Because everybody say, of course, more money, more problems, right? Like, how are you going to handle your success? Are you afraid of your success? Are you afraid of the abundance coming in? Are you afraid of your whole life changing? Can you see, like, what the Father is going to do with you? Like, presently, you can see, you have a vision, like with that Three of Wands or the Two of Wands. You can plan it, you can see it, you prepared. to do the work. You can see the vision. You can see it. It's coming in. You can stay fast and wait for it to come in. Always wanting to be famous, just being real, just being honest. Just being honest, looking at that shadow self like, yeah, I always was something in me, always saying that I was called to higher things, that I'm built for something better, I'm built for something higher. And it's a sense of pride in that. Like, it's a sense of like, yeah, 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 with that. But are you afraid of losing your humility? Because with pride comes the fall. And I believe you know that. And I believe that you're looking at the future like, when this pop off, my whole life going to change. And how am I going to handle that? How am I going to sustain? How am I going to maintain my humility? To remain humble. Letting go. Let go of that fear. It's a fear. Reframe it. Positive reframe. Let's shuffle this. Humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way, and I delight in receiving it. And I believe that that's a big part of remaining humble, is to recognize that it is the Father working in all things. All things come from the Father. It's not onto you. No, but it's onto you, onto the Father that sent you. It's not onto you, but it's onto the Father that sent you. You were called in the spirit, and you stepped up when you heard it, and you answered the call, and you were gifted certain things to bring about the fruition of that call. The Father's word shall not return to him in vain. It shall not. It shall perform that which is sent, right? And the purpose for that which it was sent. So you shall perform it if you choose. You can choose, right? So don't sit it out. Let go. Work through your shadow stuff. And be prepared to remain humble, knowing that the Father has endowed you, has ordained you, giving you your portion for an inheritance, and you to have your full measure, your full portion, so that you can overflow and allow that abundance to work in your life and for others to serve it out unto your brethren, is why you're here. High is good, to be a conduit for the Most High God, a messenger, a vessel, a surrendered vessel, to be a messenger, to bring a message that's edifying unto self, so that you may be edified and you can serve that up to the Most High God. What the Father will drop back down on you, is beyond measure. You will be so full that you will overflow, and it will spill out, and you can serve it unto your brethren, unto the wheat field, to your fellow wheat, that they too may be edified, and they can serve the Father, raise themselves up, tune in their frequency, coming into remembrance of what they're supposed to be doing, how they are to be used as a conduit in service unto the Father. We will come together in unity and harmony over those principles, magnifying ourselves, and serve that magnified service unto the Father, like to do the work. For heaven has come to earth, to reside in earth and on earth, to do a work that we all don't remember. As some of us come into remembrance and we work in that capacity, our ability to serve awakens others and support you while you're on your journey, so that we can do it together. You magnifying, I'm magnifying, we magnify. Creation is whole, it's complete. There's nothing broken, there's nothing missing. Coming to unity, coming to harmony, so that we can complete the work. It's easy to be a conduit unto the Most High God, for its highest good. It can come to you with ease. And you know that when you work in the kingdom and you service the Most High God, the Most High God will take care of thee. Everything is found in the kingdom. It is your inheritance. It is your measure to have every good blessing that is on to you, and to ask for your portion on a daily, to sit on that daily, to have it called in on a daily basis. Thank you, Father. Source says to pray for your portion daily. To pray for your portion daily. I hear renewal daily. We wake up and we resurrect in a new day. You need a portion for this day, a new measure. Ask the Father to pour out your blessings so that you can receive your measure on a daily. That way you can be edified, and what you speak out, what you give out, what you serve out would be for the highest good, being a conduit, a vessel, a messenger unto the Most High God. Yes. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can let you act through me. I offer myself to you, offering yourself as a vessel on a daily, to be open, for the Father to come in and sit, to pour out your measure daily, keeping your vessel open, serving it out on a daily so that you could be refilled on a daily, always open and always available. Act through me. I offer myself to you. May I be a conduit for your blessings. Use me for the highest good. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can offer you even the most baffling problems, knowing you will carry me to the right solutions at the right time. If I am available, utterly open, receptive, and available. Utterly open and receptive. Are you available? Are you available to be a conduit unto the Most High God? Grief. You have some grief over the past. Some things that are holding you back. Some things to let go. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Somebody's being awakened. Letting go. What did I say? Tears are what happen when you have to let go. Grief happens when you have to let go. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in this heart space. But to know that you can cry and you can release, you can purge, knows that you can still feel your heart chakra is open to releasing, making room in this vessel so that the Father can pour you in a new portion. You can empty it out, whether it's grief, whether it's sorrow, whether it's a feeling of despair, a feeling of lack or poverty, without, being left without. All of those feelings, the Father will fill you up once you release them. And it will give you a portion to make life easy. And I feel that's the judgment. The judgment. You know, the Father sitting on high, judging, to say, okay, you've released it. You've learned a lesson. You can see you. And now I'm going to give you what you need to balance you. Balance things out. That's what the judge does. It gives justice, adjudication, justice, karma, right here with the Wheel of Fortune. That good justice, karma. And what's behind that? Strength. Strength. I hear it, strength. We got the magician here. The ability to create, to manifest, having all tools revealed onto you. Being able to use all of your tools, take action, creativity, to be able to manifest. But in goodness, with the sun, the goodness. Being guided by your internal spirit with the hermit. Showing you what to put to death. What to end. Allowing for new beginnings. And the Father will guide you. The Father. That authority. The great authority. The highest authority. Again, that's what I feel is here. That highest authority. Judging you. Anything else? Not in this one. We can put that away. But change is popping out again. Change me. Deepening you. Deepening you, taking you to a deeper level in your spirit, I feel. And you're going to come out with something extraordinary. What you see in the future is probably seriously extraordinary. And that's what's got you a little shook, like, ooh, this coming to fruition for real, for real, for real, for real, the way that I see it, the way that I feel it. It's going to change my whole life. It's going to change your whole life. Yeah, awakening. You're awakening to the fact that it's going to change your whole life. Maybe awakening to the fact that you are a conduit. You know, that you are a conduit, a vessel, a messenger unto the Most High God. And the Father's will is unfolding. The Father's will shall be done. That's what I said. It will be done. We have, again, authenticity. Your authenticity is unfolding. Your real new. Your realness. Your real. And it's strong. You are challenged by this awakening, the strength of it. probably your strength, the strength of your true you, and what you're destined to do. Again, I feel being a conduit, a messenger onto the Most High God. And who wouldn't be shook when you find out that, oh snap, I got a gift or something in such a way that the Father is using me? Like, who would have thought when I say a Father use me as a vessel? I am here for your use. I surrender my vessel onto you. Use me, Father. You never know. You didn't know. You had to be awakened to the fact that the Father heard you. I got a willing, surrendered vessel, somebody that's allowing me to come in and to use them, to operate through them on a daily, like for them to choose that, huh? But it's something in your past that's kind of got you, it's still eating at you, I feel, still plaguing you in some sort of way. Yes, divine abundance. Put those away. Was there anything else in here, Father? No. Seal us, Father. Thank you so much for allowing us to give this message. Thank you for being with me to deliver the message. A message again that's edifying unto self, that I can edify and serve your wheat. And let me be so full with what I know. Let me be so full, Father, of what you would bring, that your wheat is edified, because we ain't going to serve y'all nothing that we ain't going to eat. We not. Pull us back, Father. Set me back. You step forth, Father, and bring a message that you would like to have unto your wheat. This one. This. Soulmate. I am one who trusts. Can you trust the Father? Are you trusting? Again, that the Father has everything at hand, and that the way things will unfold is the way that it's supposed to go. It is. Allow me, divine beloved, to trust that the perfect person has already been selected. Ooh, I think the Father selected you. Yes. In the right place and right time, we shall meet. And I think the time is now. It's always now for you to meet you, re-meet the you that you're supposed to be, the you that you can see when you envision your highest self. Like, it's something in that you can see, that things, had to change. Maybe some things that you had to let go of. Some mindsets that I feel down in here. A feeling of despair, a feeling of poverty. Maybe even feeling like you had been judged by others, like people looking down at you. You see how this person is looking down at her or him? Like judging with a keen eye, or people just really looking at you. Maybe people thought you were kind of stuck up, where you kind of felt like you were like, like this. Or maybe you grew up like this, in this type of attitude, and you really feel like you're supposed to be this, like on the inside, like you were called for better, called for more, called to be this, called to be this, but you are locked inside of a mindset that really just doesn't represent you. Maybe you feel like the person that's inside of you is false, like that imposter type of syndrome. Like, I see myself as this thing of being changed, right? I feel like somebody wants change, not to move forward, not only just in their mindset, but maybe physically as well. What else? This one. Just getting this energy up, y'all. Wrap it up, because we done had a lot for the week. We really have. We've had a lot for the week, y'all. We have nurturing. I am a spark of divinity. Somebody needs to nurture self. Beloved, change me, beloved, into one who accepts my body exactly as it is. Seeing it as a vessel, again, a vessel for your love. Fill me, Father, with gratitude for this physical form. Let me nurture and care for myself in every way. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Care for yourself. Love on you. Accept all of you. Your shadow pieces, your current pieces, and your future you. Come to good, come to wholeness with the fullness of you. I don't want to break a tooth on my cup. I got me some infused. Got my little tea, coffee, put some herbs in my tea, my coffee. I accept your help burdens. Ask the Father to help you release. Ask the Father to help you release. Change me, divine beloved, into one who gratefully receives all the help you send. Let me release the useless idea that I must carry the burden alone. That's probably what's got you feeling like you trapped, right? Trapped into this mindset of despair and poverty we saw. These right here. That's immediately what just came to mind. Trapped in the mindset of despair and poverty. That's a thought process. Feeling like you have to carry everything by yourself. Let me trust that you send the right assistance. May I feel worthy and accepted. Can you accept the Father's help? Can you see that the things that came against you were a help to you? Like, how did it help you, I feel? Did you come out stronger? Did you come out better? Do you have some extra gifts? Are you having some extra skills? Acceptance. Let me love and accept myself as you love me. May I find you shining brightly within my own being. I accept myself. I accept my whole self, my whole weak self. I feel anything else in this deck? No, Father. Where is it? Divine beloved. Accept your whole weak self. The good, the bad, the ugly. You know, the beautiful. The funny. You know, all of it, all of it, all of it. Psychic tarot. We want something out of here. Now, we got 2 boxes of these. We do, y'all. But we have temptation. Is it upside down? It is. Let's get this in the right way. Authority. That's the Father. Father is on the scene. Thank you, Father, for being here. The Father provides all things. And I was talking about that financial and material changes. Somebody is concerned about actually, like, it's a conflict. People feel like, you know, becoming extremely abundant is a big thing, but it can come with a lot of concerns. It really can. You know, financial abundance can come with a lot of worry. And that's why I said I feel like this is the Father. Right? That universal authority. Accelerated motion is here, but deception and envy is also, you know, and I feel like somebody, look at this, memories of love, 2 of them backed next to each other. You know, and maybe it's past, you know, past love, past hurt. Things that have come against you. Made you feel like you've lost out or been left out, or, you know, a feeling of despair. You know, again, intuition though is here. I feel like that with that discernment, you know, things coming against you in the past that has awakened you, awakened your third eye chakra, awakened your ability to recognize when something's good for you and when it's not. No, you don't want that. We have accelerated motion, like things are starting to happen, things are starting to move for you. You know, they are, the energy around you is changing, I feel. Energy now. Ascension. You can feel the energy rising. Like gaining momentum, almost. I see the Mooncology card, gaining momentum. Is that right? Yeah. Is there something else in here? No. Okay. But obstacles and challenges are here. Suffering in silence. Like maybe the obstacles are over and you don't need to suffer in silence anymore. You don't need to suffer in silence about whatever happened in the past because it's over. We have decisions and movement is in reverse too. Both of these next to each other. You know, maybe, you know, the obstacles are over, but you're not moving. Are they moving? No. I still feel like you're withdrawn. It's a group of these that's in the reverse. Is this right? We got emotional withdrawal, triumphant success. Maybe somebody is feeling a little bored. A lot of energy in your solar plexus chakra. Again, that you need to kind of transmute to really open up that intuition, your third eye. So those two chakras, I feel like needs to have some work, some focus on them. We also see heart chakra with heartache and throat chakra as well. So a lot of chakra work and realigning, clearing out that energy, making space for something new to be seeded with fertility. I do feel like somebody is fertile and somebody is able to, I think, speak. Like you're going to speak about something. Maybe speak about what's happened in the past, grief and sorrow, maybe death. And we see death here twice with the death card in the coffin. Maybe you're not talking about it, but I think you should be. Maybe once you clear out the energy in your solar plexus chakra and really open up that intuition, you'll be able to speak about it. And I think you're going to speak about it from a very powerful place. But I think the blockage right now is that you may be emotionally withdrawn, still connected to the past, that feeling of despair, being locked up in that feeling of despair and poverty, like having had to sacrifice so much. It's really affecting your ability to speak about what's going on. Again, you were suffering in silence, but maybe Father is calling you to come out of that, to speak out. Patience is here. Like maybe you have been going through this for a while. We have disruption in the truth here as well. I feel like somebody is going to be a truth speaker, though. Like you're going to speak the truth about some things. About what caused the disruption. Like what was it? But you are withdrawn right now, or you're either coming out of it. This emotional withdrawal keeps showing up. And it could be that some are still emotionally withdrawn. Some are unable to move forward at this point, or just feeling stuck. Again, with this imprisonment, feeling stuck and unable to move forward. You know, this person is definitely looking like, you know, they need, like looking for opportunity. How am I going to make money? How am I going to get by? You know, and maybe that's where you were at. Some people could still be there in that mindset. But your destiny is awaiting. Your destiny is something different. Again, a lot of people are suffering in silence. You know, about the past. What has you feeling in a lack? What makes you feel that despair? What was the hurt that was there? You know, hurt, heartache, and loss. You know, from the past. And Father say, let it go. Is there anything else in here? One of those. Father say, let it go. Again, I said somebody's going to speak about it. You're going to speak about it. And you need to be strengthened in the spirit. That's what I was talking about, taking every day the opportunity to ask for your portion to be renewed, for your measure to be renewed, so that it can strengthen you. So we have that heartache and loss again. Throat chakra, something that you're going to speak about. And when you speak about it, you're going to be triumphant. It's going to be successful. It's going to illustrate your spiritual strength, like how this loss strengthened you and gave you the ability to speak up. What I see here truly is testimony. It's testimony from tears, from the test to the testimony, to the gaining of spiritual strength. And we talked about that in the other cards, that you'll end up having gratitude for what you have gone through when you see how it changed you, how it grew you, how it opened you up, again, to be a conduit unto the Most High God, to surrender yourself as a vessel, to be a messenger. And what the source, the Father, will do through you and to you, it will be amazing. It'll blow your socks off. I'm talking about financial and material changes is going to change, and I think that you are conflicted with the fact that you feel like it's going to be highly successful. What is that going to do to you? Speaking about the memories of love, what has happened? What broke your heart? What is your testimony? How do you speak it out in a way that helps other people? How do you do that? And if you do that, right, and you know that you're talented, you know that you are ordained, this one, harmony. How do you do that from a harmonious standpoint? Again, coming together with you, your whole self, and having that in goodness. Fertility, this one is in reverse. Like, maybe somebody isn't ready. Maybe they don't feel like they have the seeds or everything. What is it? Fertility is like the ability to be seeded. Like, you can't create something like one has the egg and one has the seed, and them two coming together, when someone is fertile, they can birth forth something, right? And to me, this right here speaks to the heart chakra, like your heart being open and ready to receive. And if it's in reverse, again, maybe if you are still denying parts of you, denying the ability to handle what's going to come, all of the growth. I see her hair is kind of like, she's definitely rooted because she's got branches and leaves coming out of her hair. Like, the ability to create abundance is within you, but it's blocked off in your heart chakra. And we keep seeing heart chakra come out and how it affects your intuition with heartache and loss. And that card being like that purple, like how heartache and a blockage in your heart chakra does affect your intuition. You will see things through a biased lens. You may be seeing things within a mindset of poverty. Like, what are you coming to steal from me? Are you going to leave me in lack? That's that mindset, being trapped in that mindset of despair. Maybe it's affecting your ability to judge, to discern, and we talked about discernment. To look at things. Maybe you're looking at things through an eye that's like a little bit judgmental, and it's blocking your blessings. Yeah, what did I say? What's blocking your blessings? Heartache. It's blocking your intuition, your ability to judge righteously. To judge righteously. And that's the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. And maybe you're in solitude. Again, we saw people who were suffering in silence. Maybe you're learning while you're in silence. Maybe what you've been learning. This card always feels like High Priestess vibes to me. Always, always, always. Like when something pushes you into the inside with that hermit being led in the spirit. Probably still thinking about this. Memories of love. Heartache. Anything else in here, Father? No. Harmony, though. Come to harmony. That's going to balance out your what we've been talking about. Intuition. Your intuition. Bringing forth your awareness. Awareness. But what is impacting your awareness, your ability to see and judge righteously, is conflict. You feel like you may have been defeated by some things before. Some things that have got the upper hand on you. Again, heartache and loss, right? Things that may have triumphed against you, but I think that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You will be triumphant in the end. You will. And whatever you gain from a spiritual gift standpoint will lead you into recognition and reward if you are able to allow yourself to be a conduit onto the Most High God, for the Father to use you despite what you've gone through. This one. Where's the box for this? Energy. 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 The world, this cycle is changing for you. Your world is going to change. Your world is going to change. The 9 and the 2 is 11, which is the 2. So it's like breaking down to the 2 of Cups, back into harmony, coming together with self, I feel. And that is a part of your new cycle. Again, the 11, coming together with self, cornucopia, having the ability to have all things like that abundance, that peacefulness, that harmony. And you are a person who can manifest all of it. The magician and the mirror. Are you able to see yourself in the mirror? 5 and 3 breaking down to an 8. That's the eternal, right? That infinite, I feel, like enlightenment. Like you are finally able to look in the mirror. Like I said, look in the mirror and see yourself, your fullest potential. But are you afraid of what you see? Are you afraid of the success, the abundance that is coming for thee, that you are bringing, like it's chasing you? Your success and abundance is thinking woman, thinking about it, thinking about what you see in the mirror, who you see in the mirror, changing your perception from that of the past, coming to wholeness, into grips with you and who you are in this day and who you envision yourself to be, that highest self. Yeah, financial constraints. It's got something to do with the poverty mindset. Maybe your money just ain't right, you know. Maybe you grew up without money, you know. And the ability to have all of this money might freak you out a little bit. It might. 6 chakra, Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron is very interesting to me. You know, that angel was ascribed onto the Most High God, you know, very having access to the infinite intelligence of the Father, like being gifted with the knowledge of all, right? And being able to write it, being able to speak it, being a conduit for it, a vessel onto it, and that right there to what? Yes. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. You have some serious spiritual gifts. You do, and you're protected. You were probably protected or guided to walk away from something, helping you to make a decision, because I feel like you had some challenges with making decisions before, like deciding, you know, based on your past, again, being locked up in your mind, rumination, I feel. But you do have a healing spirit, and whatever your healing spirit, your gift is the doorway to your value. It is going to bring in success, abundance, but you've been deceived in the past. You're challenged by past deceit, and all of this is growing your patience, I feel. Like you're going to have to be patient with yourself, I feel community is here. Community has been deceitful to you in the past. You've been betrayed by people close to you. We also have the thinking man that's presenting as well. So maybe, again, it could be thinking man, thinking woman. This is not any particular week. But I feel like with both the masculine and the feminine energies, that's like your whole self. To be whole, to be complete. Accessing the door to your spirit, like your whole self, And again, you will come out abundant as you serve. You serve your whole self. Woman holding a coin. You're going to have money. Money is going to come to you with ease once you release that mindset of old, of doing things from a state of lack, of poverty, of not having, right? And stepping into the mindset that I have everything as an inheritance. The Most High God has gifted me with creation herself. The divine intelligence of the all is mine, and I can access it. And that's the door to your value. You can access it with ease. All of your blessings, all of your abundance. Door to healing personal. What did I say? Door to personal healing and happiness is here. Healing all of this. Maybe your soul tribe will come in, or releasing that from the old and healing those old family issues. The deceit, the treachery, the lying, the misunderstanding, and you being able to do that increases your value. Being able to serve that out will bring you abundance to speak your testimony, to help guide others who are going through the same thing. Anything else? No. Okay. Attachments is the issue. You are still attached to that shadow stuff. You see how dark that is? Still attached to the shadow stuff. Taking off the mask. You see that mask? It's something that you are attached to. Something that was in there. Anything else, Father? Let's get this in the way. What you want to do? The kipper. We got the large kipper now. Thank you, Father. Seal out anything that will come against us, Father. Seal it out for me, for your wheat. Seal out the past, any negative energies that will follow that's roaming to and from, trying to steal, kill, and destroy, keeping people from reaching their destiny, from their ordained and endowed gifts in abundance, the work that you have sent them to do, to perform. Allow them to be open to receive you, to be a willing vessel, a conduit, Father, for you, your work to be done. For heaven has come to earth to do a work that we are coming into remembrance of. And we need support, Father. We need our measure on a daily. Assist us, protect us, keep us, seal us, hold us, Father, and do it with your word, Father. Ashe, 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 Ashe. Sealed. Yes, get it. What did I say? It's thoughts, mindset, with the 7 thoughts that can be conflicting, that could steal away your ability to move forward, to see yourself. But a message, 7 and 7. Are you receiving a message, or what do you think about a message that you have received? Is it a message from the Father, Something that, privileged lady is here, but she flew out upside down. Maybe you are concerned about, again, that poverty, feeling like you should be privileged, but you're not. Main male is here and gift is in reverse. So I don't know if this privileged lady was somebody that took something, no. Or maybe she doesn't realize that she's privileged and she has a gift. This is thinking, right? Maybe somebody has changed your thought process about self, Maybe, the messages that you have received in the past, has changed your perception on you and who you really are. Maybe the thoughts of somebody else, them delivering their thoughts onto you, has changed your perception of yourself. Do you know that you are a gift? Do you know that you're privileged, that you have an inheritance, that you are endowed with certain inalienable rights, right? And those rights are a gift from the Most High God onto you for you to serve. You want this? Yeah. It's been a man in your life, or maybe it was parents. The way that you grew up, may have, hindered your ability. Maybe you didn't feel loved and supported and encouraged. The encouragement I feel. Maybe they loved you the best that they could, but just the encouragement was lacking. Like something that left you feeling impoverished, something that left you feeling in despair. Maybe you felt like some things were false. You felt like they were fake, or that like what they were saying to you just wasn't really real. So I just hear deceit, like it was a triangle of deceit. Something was in there that was just wrong. I definitely see 2 people like that, male and female energy, and they just didn't, I don't feel like treated you well. Like, love is always there because it's just a person's capacity to love. Doesn't mean that it is supportive. It doesn't mean that it's nurturing. Doesn't mean that it nourished you, that it gave you everything you needed to be big, to strong, to be strengthened, to be solid, to have fortitude, I feel, self-worthiness, right? And maybe you had to leave, or maybe they left you in some sort of way with this change. I feel like, packing bags. Maybe y'all moved around a lot. I don't know. Or maybe they just weren't stable, like flip floppy, like things was always changing. And you really couldn't tell the real, like what was gonna be what. Always feeling a loss, and like we gotta move again, we gotta move again, we gotta move again. And maybe people just weren't necessarily all the way supportive. Expectation is here. No. Anything else in here? No. I feel like it's something else I didn't say. Is there something else that I should say? Can you please give me the words, Father? Yeah, source says stability was an issue. Yeah, it's a stability issue. I just keep getting stability issue, stability issue, stability issue. Yes. Make sure I get it out right. Anything else, Father? No. Main male, coffin. Maybe somebody died when you were young, or maybe you just need to, put to rest the feelings and thoughts about this person. That could be it. You know, maybe you have issues with your father or with authority. Something that happened when you were young, family room. That's always talks to family room secrets. And again, mature woman could be a mother. How, again, journey is here to distant horizons in this house. I feel like maybe the childhood just wasn't so great. Like the look of it wasn't so, you know, awesome. Like you left the house still lacking something in terms of development. Mother, maybe it's mother issues. But I think speaking about this right here is going to give bring you into some sort of fortune. We had house again. Let's chop up the little one too while we got it. Courtship is here and pathway. Like you're being brought into a new space. Maybe somebody's going to reach out to you for a partnership, and maybe that's going to give you a pathway. We see wealthy man, and this person is official. Like, in whatever, maybe they see your hard work and they deem you to be honorable, right? And despair is back right here. But I feel like a person is going to want to partner with you to come into, like they're going to court you. They're going to ask. Is that right, Father? Because something definitely is on my voice right now. Have faith. I do feel childhood issues. We've been talking about that. Something from the past. Something with your parents, I feel. Main male. That father figure was in reverse. Maybe they didn't treat you well. They didn't. Bad health. Left you feeling in bad health, like something, again, with that mindset. A mindset of lack, of despair, poverty. Locked into that mindset. Anything else? Please bring it, Father. Courtship. Somebody's coming. But I see a couple now between bad health and privileged lady. So maybe, you are somebody that still has a poor mindset. And it will affect this partnership. Like you don't see your worth. Like you are privileged. Again, we saw you with a gift. When your privileged mindset, your gift mindset that you are a gift or you have a gift was in reverse. Like you don't see it. Or maybe you're just starting to see it, or you see it and then it comes back, like the back and forth. Like you're not really solid and set in your mindset, your vision of self. You have a hard time seeing yourself as that person that's set up on high, like the true value that you are. you have a hard time seeing it. And it will affect the future relationships, partnerships, if you are unable to come away from that. And I think that a part of your gift will be speaking, is testifying and testimony to help others. And maybe that's something that you do. Yeah, you give messages. Either you give messages, or there's somebody that's fake around you that's done sent you some false messages about self. And it could have come from parenting, whether it was a mother, that has given you a false representation or a false sense of self, And I don't even know, maybe father wasn't around, you know what I mean? So that could be difficult. Official person in the pathway is here. Courthouse is here as well, and with the change. So you take that for what it's worth. But I definitely feel like somebody's sense of worth is affected by their upbringing and how they were kind of nourished as a kiddo. Having that shadow side, like always something in you that's saying, I always wanted to be famous, just being real, just being honest. Mm, 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 mm. Just being honest. Like you had a vision of yourself. And maybe what you went through as a child kind of changed that vision, diminished it, like gave you some self-doubt, like you couldn't really accomplish it, like that really isn't you. And I think you're afraid of that. In this day, you're afraid of it. You're afraid of the wealth because of this mindset of poverty, of where you come from, And to see yourself in a different light, I think scares you. I think you shy away from your fullness, the fullness of yourself. Shy away from it. Back into here. Something else in here, financial changes. Feel like you're going to be defeated, maybe, or like it's going to fail in some sort of way. And it's giving you a sense of conflict. Some sort of conflict, yeah. Transformation is in a reverse and beginnings is in a reverse. You are afraid of the new beginning. You are afraid of the new transformation. You feel like what you're going into is going to have a lot of conflict and issue for you. And you're waiting for something. Being called to rest and rejuvenate at the same time. Rest, rejuvenate, heal. We have patience and planning as well too with these two pillars. I see 11. Coming back to self. That's like the Two of Wands to me. I always see that, patience and planning, so that you can overcome any obstacles. Something is broken. But the universe is speaking to you to have you transmute that energy of deception, deceit, right? Transmute it so that you can use that energy. You can use it. Your kingdom space, knowing that you have what it takes, what you need, the ability to stand your ground. Because if you don't, you definitely can put your success, your victory, your recognition, all of that in a challenge in the reverse, because somebody is definitely still trapped in fear. Trapped in fear. Fear of self, though. Fear of who you are. Because I don't think people really... you ever had the opportunity to really be comfortable in who you are. But you do have a new beginning that's coming if you accept it. If you can accept it. Being a conduit. Be accepting it. Anything else? We're going to put this one away. We're going to put this one away. Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, Ashe. Chop it up, chop it up. Chop it up. Angel messages. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. We got a few more. We're going to move through at the Father's will. Yes, we will. Thank you, Father, for being here. Thank you for serving us. Thank you for the messages. I pray that they resonate with the week that you have designed them for. Magnetize them to this space, Father, so that they may receive, Father, what is good and edifying onto them so that they can serve that up to thee. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Let their service onto your wheat field be so edifying that they help others. This one. Through their testimony. Yeah. Let you be so full. So full. that it is edifying unto others, that you feel blessed, that you have that overflow, everything that you need, like that ultimate happiness. I see partnership, I see long lasting, I see deep emotion, deep emotion. Like your cups are just full, like cup after cup after cup after cup after cup after cup. It's just full, it's just coming and coming and coming and coming and flowing in. Like again, blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. Anything else? No. That's the truth though. Blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. Yes, we got the King of Water here. That's emotional. Emotional. We see compassionate, understanding, trustworthy. We have Queen of Earth here. We talking about Pentacles, being practical, being guided in the spirit, being grateful and gracious, and having a deep sense of gratitude. We strong sense of gratitude. Strong sense of gratitude. 10 of Earth is that generational wealth. This Page of Waters is something starting new, brand new flow. Being open-hearted, using your intuition. 8 of Waters is walking away from things, knowing what to pull back, But this High Priestess definitely is a knower. We have ego in the reverse, maintaining your humility. You are knowledgeable. Now you know what to block out, how to protect yourself. Probably protect yourself against romanticism, things that are just quick, fast, emotional, dramatic. Blocking all of that stuff out and coming into balance and stability. Balance, stability, equal give and take. Equal give and take, balance, stability. You are an empress. Coming into that empress energy, that fertility, being able to create all things, being full. When I say full, I mean overflow. Father say heal yourself. Heal from the anxiety of becoming who you are. The anxiety of becoming. Again, you have a new beginning. New beginning here with the 0. New beginning. But you need to release the old so that you can be renewed. Release the old so that you can be renewed. Stepping into your success. Not the past. Releasing childhood memories. Nostalgia. Things that came against you to challenge you. That gave you a distorted view of self. Father say let that go. Renew yourself. Which one? This one? Release it. Release it. Release it. That is what to release. Anything else in here, Father? No. Release it. Father say, let it go, let it go, let it flow. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Everything's gonna work out right, you know. Just let go. Goodness. We have will, wisdom, and mind here. Will, wisdom, and mind. Do you want this deck yet? No. Which one you want? This one. Let's get the lights here. Can you see the light? Beloved. We have lovers here. That was there. We have 9 of Swords. Anxiety over some past love. Those past intimate relationships. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is somebody that's very intuitive, that's psychic, that's gifted, right? And you may have gone through, like I said, I feel like somebody has gone through a tough time in the past, probably with parents. You know, those foundational relationships that kind of set you up to how you see self. You know, talking about establishing your worthiness. And there is something in you that was conflicted with what you saw, and I feel like it's trapped you in a certain type of mindset. And that mindset is not allowing you to accept your fullness, right? You always wanted to be famous, just being real, just being honest. Like as a child, you could see that you were called for greater, like having that feeling of like, you know, not to say that you're better than that, but it feels like a lot of things I am above, and there's a lot of things that are above me. So you know that you are above some things. I'm above this shit, right? I'm not a person that's supposed to live in poverty. I'm not supposed to live in despair. I'm supposed to have a certain quality of life. the abundance, my measure, my portion, and I call it. But maybe you just didn't know how to call it, how to bring it into you. Two of Swords, you didn't know, you couldn't see based on what was being spoken over you. These birds are chattering over your head that's blinding you, and you wrapped up based on what was said over you, over your life. But it's a whole new start, a whole new opportunity for you to see yourself in a new way. Queen of Wands, to see yourself in a whole new way. Can you see you? We got King of Wands right behind that, so that's a match. Again, that's a collaboration match right there. You know, moving forward in goodness to a new beginning. Ha! After all of these burdens and problems. Let's get that. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. That's a match. Moving forward to calmer waters, to a new beginning. After you've carried all these burdens. Or maybe you're still carrying some issues, some problems that could affect it. Go into the Spirit and have the Spirit release you. Giving you a whole new set of skills. Preparing you for what? To receive a whole new set of skills. Enlightenment. Learning something new. But you need to heal so you can accept this new opportunity. Because that past does have you wrapped up in your head. You know, you're not really for sure based on what to choose, based on what has been spoken over you. I feel that imprisonment card. Yeah. What did I say? Page of Swords. Coming to learn something new about self. Probably learning about your gift. Being or learning about how what was spoken over you in the past has created some toxic energy. Maybe behavioral patterns within self. You know, or refusing to see that shadow self and to be able to move forward into wholeness. Whether this is wholeness with you, right? Unwrapping yourself from that past loss, feeling like something's missing, something's broken. Again, that mental conflict that has you held up and delayed. Keeping you away from good collaboration, from your celebration that is to come. The celebration and abundance, the strength, the stability, Don't rob yourself mentally from your true wish fulfillment. You have a gift that's down in there. I think that you're nourishing like an investment, an inheritance to be given on to you and to access that. Maybe you've been through so much that you're not sure, again, what to choose. Feeling discontent, you know. How do I accept self with the past of who I am, who I see myself as, what's to come, and getting comfortable with the new vision of you. I definitely feel like you're holding back. Holding back. Not allowing it all to come out. Like whatever you're working on, I think you're holding back in some sort of sense. And I think you know it. Like your intuition here, I think you know it. Ace of Cups is here and Queen of Cups. Highly intuitive, I feel. Like overflow. Overflow. We got the Seven of Wands, trying to protect yourself, I think, from being hurt again. The Three of Swords. Trying to protect yourself from being hurt again. And maybe if you diminish yourself, you won't be hurt. You know what I mean? You won't be hurt if you diminish yourself. Holding back. Not accepting of other opportunities that are coming. The Hermit is here, though. Really wanted to push out the Hermit and the High Priestess. And this right here. Temperance. The angels are with you. I think to guide you, to help heal you, so that you can step into your fullness. Because there's something big, I feel, for you to do with this gift, through speech, through testimony, through sharing your journey. Sharing, I feel. Back into the psychic tool. I know, guys. New beginning. Cracked right on new beginning. And look at this. We had this. That's Seven of Pentacles to me. Hands. That same guy that had his hands over his investment, but his prosperity begins. And I feel like your... Did I set this whole side down? No, but some of them are in here, mixed in here upside down. Is this in reverse? Do you want it in reverse? I think it's going to block... Something is going to block your prosperity, your mindset. If you are unable to transform and get into this new beginning, a new mindset, it could affect your prosperity. Because it's almost like you're denying the downloads that the Father is giving you. And you need, and look at this, spiritual strength in reverse and prosperity again in reverse. All of these. A lack of spiritual strength will affect your prosperity. Denying the downloads and what the Father is telling you is going to impact your prosperity. Almost like you're denying it, keeping yourself and diminishing yourself. And that because of you are afraid of these financial changes. Like maybe, you know, you need to pull back, or you're just holding yourself back in some sort of way. No. Maybe you're trying to fit in, you know, don't want to stand out. But we saw the Four coming to give you a firm foundation. And I definitely felt that triangle, like a firm foundation. Like maybe you didn't have it. And that's what affects your ability to see, to accept prosperity, to see yourself as being truly prosperous, to accept the gift and what the Father is doing to you, for you, and with you, and through you. Again, firm foundation and solitude. Maybe you need to have some solitude in order to establish a firm foundation, to re-establish a foundation, a new beginning. Yeah. Again, authority is in reverse. So somebody is not listening to the Father. They are denying the downloads that they're getting. Maybe, again, throat chakra, your calling is to speak. Choose wisely is here. You definitely have developed the ability to choose, to discern. And I feel like maybe that is a part of the work to continue to do in solitude, but also just really getting your self-worthiness in order. Yeah. To start a new love. You know, that page of water, page of cup type of energy. To love on self, deepening your self-love. This one? No. This one. Okay, let's put this one away. We have let love be your guide. That's there. Let love be your guide. We're getting kind of long. Father say, let love be your guide. You deserve good things. Let love be your guide. You deserve good things. And you are unlimited. You are unlimited. What you can create is unlimited. Anything else, Father say no. But life is an expression of you. If you believe it, then you can achieve it. You really can. Not like just some random ass statement. But if you believe it, you can achieve it. If you see it in your mind's eye, the Father gives you that download, you can achieve it. It can happen. We got the Holy Grail Tarot. Whoa. What was that? Queen of Pentacles wanted to push out. Five of Pentacles, that loss. Walking away from stuff. And I feel something that was very strong. Life-changing relocation. Being on a spiritual quest. Definitely spiritual quest. We have strength is in reverse. You know, like maybe you are feeling, again, that spiritual strength, your intuition, all of that is low. I feel low. You need to ask for the Father to give you your portion, your daily measure, and to do that, to meditate, to listen keenly, to request your measure, to request it all the time. Call your power back onto yourself. Ask the Father for your measure on a daily for stability, security, for protection, for strength, right? That divine energy. Ask the Father, that which gives all things. I see will, wisdom, and mind. Again, the 2 on this card, 2 and 0, breaks down to a 2, which is harmony. You coming back to you. That's that 11, 11. 1 and 1 is 2, coming back to harmony. 2 of Cups coming together with you. Your old you, your new you, all of it come together with you, accepting your whole self. 8 of Pentacles. How are you working? Diligent work, improvement, steady progress. Steady, steady, steady. Work at it steady. It will take you to this Queen of Pentacles, confident yet humble, right? We talked about humility, being humble. 9 of Cups situation, that fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Anything else, Father? No. Anything else? No. 2 of Wands, though, planning. Something is being planned. And the 8, again, spiritual quest, solitude, life changes, something good coming in for you. Oh, it's a bag over here that is over there, is it? We can't, because it is a little velvet bag that it goes in. Grief and sorrow is here. Working in grief and sorrow, occupation. You know, things that came to take away from you, that stole away, I feel your mindset, worked against you and left you in grief and sorrow. Definitely. And we see theft right here. But a lot of money is here. A false person as well. You know, I see the 11 on this card too. Something since you were a small child. Again, it could be something that was taken from you as a child. Somebody that was false in your family may have taken an inheritance. Like, truly, we have been talking about that. That and theft and feeling theft. But I felt like they stole away what was most important, was a sense of worthiness. But it could actually be financial. They could have really taken a gift from you. And theft wanted to keep coming back out. Theft. Somebody may have really stolen something from you. Something that was left to you. Maybe from home. It could be a male figure with a good gentleman. You know, and you may need to go check the court. We have good gentleman and good lady here. You know, check your parents. That stuff like that be happening. You may have to go somewhere and figure this thing out. Do some research. You know, because something happened in your past that left you feeling a sense of lack, of poverty. Yeah, unexpected money. Just wanted to stop. Again, unexpected money. Somebody had something taken away from them, like seriously. You could have really had an inheritance stolen. And I think that if you ask for the Father to restore your inheritance, it will come to light. It will come out. It will. You'll figure out some kind of way that somebody, expectation is here. You'll figure it out. Military, high honor, expectation. Yeah. Okay. This marriage card is out, though. Maybe your parents were married and they did something like nasty. Mean, that took away something that belonged to you. I just feel like somebody took away something that belonged to you. Maybe somebody left you something, because we saw bad health come out a couple times earlier too. Illness. Maybe somebody left something to you and you just don't know that they did. You want to put this away? You want to go back into it? Maybe you just don't know, though. Maybe something is hitting your intuition that something else is there. Maybe you feel a certain kind of way. I could just feel intuition, right? What do you want to put away? This one? Ancestors. Something that was left to you. Some sort of gift, I feel, from your ancestors. We had Set Your Sights Higher was the one that we just saw. That was on there when we picked up the deck. So, I know I'm kind of moving fast, y'all, because now we're trying to get a little long. We had a lot of energy out here moving a new direction. Somebody is moving in a new direction. We kept seeing new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. Somebody is moving into a new direction. Again, I see psychic, a seer, a seer. And we have the Empress. Back again. Mother Earth, that's Empress. Like you are called for more, called for higher. Like your energy is different. Again, trust your talents. Do you trust your talent? You know, times are changing. And can you trust your talent? Father saying no. Whatever was spoken over you, again, whatever is done to you, still robbed you of a sense of worthiness, of confidence. You know, left you with a feeling of lack. Release the old and rest. Release it. You're sowing new seeds, that fertility. See your seeds grow. To spring forward. To transform yourself and unveil your gift. Transform yourself. Unveil your gift. Don't be afraid of you. Is there anything else in there? No. Don't be afraid of you. Don't be afraid. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Where are we going now? Ha! Divine, feminine. We almost cleared the table, y'all. We only got a couple more decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. Depends on how much the Father wants to go through. You want to go through all of them? No. Where are we going after that? This one. You want something else in there? And then what? That's it. Okay. So we have the energies that's going to remain out on the table. Maybe we'll use them later. We don't know. We'll see. There's something in here. This one. This one. The Patroness. Oh, I've never had her. Rita of Cassia. The Patroness of Impossible Causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibilities. Something that you prayed for, something that you thought about, I think, even as a little kid. Like, always want to be famous, just being real, just being honest. That. Just being honest. Like, it's something that you prayed for. It's something that you thought about when you were little. It was something that was in your head, like your secret vision of self that you really didn't share with anybody else. And probably because people spoke against you, like what they spoke against you did not match your mindset, your vision of self. It didn't. And now, in this day and age, I feel like it's still affecting you in some sort of way. To release that old, what they spoke over you, so that you can accept your whole you and step into your new. The morning, the morning star. My ego is in service of my soul. I trust my soul's divine timing. It's time for you to step out into this new beginning, into this new awakening. Mistress of the labyrinth, my soul knows the way, and the only way out is through, to go through it. In this present day, you have to go through it. Go through the healing. Come out of solitude and go through the healing. Like you've learned enough, you know enough. It's time for you to come out, to step out, to go forward. Yes. The patroness of impossible causes. Impossible causes. Like you went through a lot. Like it's probably, again, so much stuff that's been taken from you and robbed from you in so many different ways, whether it's more than one collective we, like different pieces of it resonate. But I feel people who've had things spoken over them as children, like you knew something about yourself, you felt a certain kind of way, a certain esteem about you, and what was spoken over you diminished you. And you took on a mindset of despair, of lack, of loss, of poverty, of being incomplete, broken and incomplete. and to come back into wholeness of yourself, accepting the past, what it is, but releasing it, transmuting that energy so that you can be renewed and step into your new, your current you, and accept your future you. Like everything that you could see in your mind's eye may feel impossible to you. But you are the patroness of impossible causes. You are miraculous. And what you prayed for will create a powerful channel of possibility. Possibility, the fertility, just to see the egg, the cosmic egg, the ability to create all things. Yeah. Anything else in here? No. I felt like it was energy. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. I am an eternal flame. Each day my light grows brighter. Each day. The goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. See yourself in yourself. See yourself in the people that did you wrong. You know, just recognizing attributes, accepting it, transmuting it, releasing it, letting it go, and see what did it do for you? How did it grow you? And you will develop gratitude for it. You will use it. You will use it as spiritual fuel to go forward. To go forward. Anything else? No. No. The presence of the divine feminine, again, that's that Empress though. The divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. And that's what it comes back to at the end of the day. Realizing that at the center of all things, you are light, and everything is possible. Put this one away. We have a split here on the storyteller. What did I say? That you're going to be a storyteller. You're going to speak up. And look at that. What does that say? Fame. But pride, stagnation. Maybe you feel like, again, you're afraid of the fame. Always wanting to be famous, just being real, just being honest. Just being honest. You are afraid of the fame. You are afraid of your success. But you are a storyteller. I kept hearing testimony. Somebody that will share their story, share their testimony. All of the tests that they've been through is content for you. You will share your story in such a profound way that it will bring you fame. And look at this, Lord of the Riches. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. But you're afraid of it. Because you feel like this energy can be dark. That it can be overtaking, it can overcome you, it can overwhelm you, it can threaten your humility. Caretaker of the lost is here, like your story and what you say, your testimonies will help guide people in their way along their journey. That's what I said at the beginning. It's going to guide people, you know, those who are also going through the same thing. This one. Yeah, the ferryman. The ferryman is the one who guides people. They take them on their way through the underworld. You know, like a guide through the underworld, through the darkness, into the light. And that's exactly what I see. Picking people up out of the darkness and moving them forward through the light. Like your testimony will help them do that. Picking people up in the darkness and carrying them over to the light so that they can go up the stairs. And when they get up the stairs, they have to say their name. They get to the door of their value. They get to the door of the value and they say their name. Helping people understand and learn who they are so that they can get to the door of their abundance, their worth. Asking for their spiritual gifts so that they can receive their inheritance as well, their measure, their portion, to be welcomed in. Yes. To help people who are transitioning along their way. Your stories, your testimony will help people do that. Anything else in here, Father? No. I don't even know. know where this box is. Yeah, I lost the box. Oh well, we'll set it to the side because I can't find the box. You want this one? We got two boxes missing. I think they're over there on the other side of the room somewhere or something. Because we definitely, it's in here. This. Buddha prepares. You're a spiritual guide, spiritual guide and preparation. Buddha prepares. And you see how this person is leading people in this meditation, teaching folks like spiritually. They are helping guide people. Definitely has the light over their head, and you can see how it's coming in from the background, shining on them, right? And they have all of these students, people who are learning. Anything else? No. But loving elements are here, and I definitely see the water. I see fairies, spirit guides around you, and you've probably been like that since a child. Look at that. The flow of water here, the Father's flow. But look at these elementals, the fairies, the spirits that's been around you ever since you were a kid, ever since you were a child. I feel like it's been there, been with you ever since you were a child. You know how you see those pictures of children, like go with me in those creepy, scary movies where you walk past a photo of you as a baby, as an infant, and you all with somebody, you catch a light, a orb. Maybe your parents recognize that there was something over you as a child, and it's not this one. No, I didn't feel it. Where you want to go? This one. Maybe it's something that's been on you since a kid, like you been gifted since you were a child, and maybe what they spoke over you diminished your gift. Made you feel like something was wrong, something was missing. Again, that poverty. It could be environment, but it could also just really be how people spoke about you, like the whole thing. And I also feel like somebody had something robbed from them, not just their worth of it, self-worth, or, the ability to be confident in self and confident in their gift, because to what a lot of times they'd be like, oh no, that's not something you're supposed to do, that's taboo, that is divination, that is, all kinds of things that would make you diminish yourself, shrink yourself, pull back inside. I feel. Remembrance. You're being called to remember whatever it was that shrunk you so that you can deal with it. Or maybe you're coming into remembrance. It's being awakened in you so that you can deal with it, so that you can release it. Release the old and renew yourself, because you have a whole new vision of self, and you can see a new vision of you, but maybe the old vision of you is preventing you from accepting the newness. Hope that made sense. Frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. To get you back into the flow, your normal flow, what was gifted onto you as a child, your inheritance. You know that the spirits have been with you, and that's a part of you, and it's been with you, but somehow or another it was taken, it was robbed, like you mentally robbed by what was spoken over you. This, 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 this. Universal love. It's been with you the whole time. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, to the whole of existence itself. I feel like you are somebody that is highly gifted, having a connection to the whole itself. Like maybe, again, can speak to creation. Like all of it. Like the three different elements, I feel. You could have three different distinct spiritual gifts. You could. I hear claircognizant, clairvoyant, and clairaudient. Like you have a vision, you can see clairvoyant, like you can hear, clairaudient, claircognizant is something about the way that you think, like your intuition, like that deep knowingness. I feel dynamic, whatever it is dynamic. And I mentioned this triangle, that shape of stability and firm in foundation. I saw it earlier before we pulled the Four of Wands. I believe I felt it like stability, a feeling of instability, and that's what this is. Dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between the layers and different aspects of our origin. It helps us put together a reality that is made up of many different elements. You are able to see different elements, tap into different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Anything else? No. Yeah, beloved. I knew this Chop It Up session could get kind of long. I was kind of feeling like it could. I thought I could get it done in 30 minutes. To what? To no. Father say no. If you believe it, believe that, change, new direction. Father said no. It's going to take us a minute. Father say look for a sign, and yes, maybe somebody needs to look for a sign. I've been seeing angel numbers everywhere. Something that may make you reconsider. Reconsider, rethink, reflect, the introspection, reflection, I feel. Over the past, things that you need to end. You need to let go. Think about it in the spirit. And that hermit, let it guide you to illuminate some stuff for you so that you can get a new consideration on them. Yeah. Anything else? Yes. What was that? What was that? What was that? We just passed something. Where'd it go? Aha. Love. Romance. Loving on yourself. I feel. Is it romance for somebody? A new love, like a other entity like love? Yeah. We did see a couple matches though. We saw a King and Queen of Waters. We saw that come out within the next few weeks. But unlikely just fell out. Is this unlikely? No. What's unlikely? Father say it's unlikely to happen if you don't balance the past with the present. And we felt like that too. That like the presently, your past could affect how you collaborate with others. Like you would bring in that shadow with you that needs to be illuminated to be accepted. And you may feel like something is better. Like you're not good enough. Like there's something better for them. That's how I feel. And you will believe that if you don't balance that shadow. A year from now, an abundance is here. So work on your shadow self now, because I feel like recovery could be had. But if you don't, you definitely could impact your abundance. Again, you'll push away your blessings. Pushing away your blessings because you don't accept your whole self. And again, let it go. Let go of past mindsets. Whatever is keeping you from being full, from seeing your fullness, all of you, come to good with all of you. And don't stop the work. Don't stop it. Continue to work in self. Continue to work on developing your gift. Work on your learning. Work on remembering those things from the past that you need to break down and transmute. And ask your angels for help. Ask your angels for help, for assistance. And listen to your intuition. Listen. There's no need to worry what the night is going to bring. It'll be all over. in the morning. This too shall pass. It shall. But it's coming to you now so that you can see yourself, because you have a calling, something great that you're supposed to do. It's coming to you now because you have something that you're supposed to do. And to get underway is always the perfect timing, right? To start now. There's no other time but now. Is always now, always, always, always now. And there's specific work to do in the now, and I think that work is to remain positive, one, and trust, right? Trust that more information is coming so that you can improve your situation, your mindset. You can come to a peaceful resolution that's going to allow you to accept self all. Everything may not be exactly coming to you in the moment, but big happy changes are on the way if you do the work, because it's work to be done. Ashe. You have an internal dragon to slay so that you can come to peace and improve your situation, because you need more information, and you can trust that. If you trust it and remain positive, what did I say was coming? Big happy changes. But it's going to be up to you. Can you read the signs? Can you read the signs? Can they? No. They still looking at the past, plagued by the past. Father say put a death to it. Maybe you're waiting for something. Waiting for something. Father say you're waiting for something. Just get a little bit of energy from here. See what that is. Balance. Come to balance. The Spirit is leading you to balance. It's guiding you to balance. Calling things into remembrance. Adapt. Time management. Finding balance again. Perseverance. But I hear multitasking as well. Anything else? No? Well, that's pretty much that, guys. We definitely went a long time to chop this up, but it was a lot of energy, a lot of energy to get through. And I hope you guys have a great Friday. I hope you enjoyed the session, that you was able to stick it out and stick it through. See how it come together. I know sometimes it can be slow, like cooking with that old school Crisco. You just never know what you're going to get around here. It's like a box of chocolates for real. But you know how back in the day you had to get that. Yeah, we had to do this. Clear our space. So sometimes it's a lot that you have to get through, you know, when you're doing that. And it could be slow. Again, that lard, old school Crisco. Father had to come in and put some heat on it, show you, reveal on to you, so you can get to cook and get to fry and get underway. You know what I mean? You got dragons, personal dragons in this day to slay. You do. And Father say, clear your space. Go outside and get grounded. Spend some time outside. It's a beautiful weekend, beautiful Friday. Hopefully it's going to be nice. Go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature, relieve your stress so you can gain new ideas. Father, say comfort. I am with you in your time of need as you transmute this past energy, that shadows that are still remaining, that residual, helping you release the old and rest. Let the Father says, I'm with you. Let the Father pull you into his nest. I feel that forest floors where you can just sit in a little nest and comfort yourself. Yeah, you know, be comforted. I'm with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. We talked about past loss, you know, heartache and loss. We talked about memories of love in the past, maybe parental figures, people who are close to you, intimate relationships that maybe didn't speak so great over you, right? We talked about somebody having a sensitivity, right? This person right here that has those spirits, you have a sensitivity. And you can feel things. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Honor yourself and your feelings. Dig into your intuition. Work on transmuting your energy. Transmuting the pain. Those residual shadows, little things that are still chasing you and plaguing you, thoughts that keep you imprisoned inside of you, maybe sitting in solitude, diminishing you, keeping you from expressing what you know, what's been given onto you, right? Ask the Father again for your daily measure. for your portion so that the Father can open that up within you. You can work in your inheritance, what was gifted onto you, and don't be afraid of what has been gifted onto you. It's something that you're going to serve out. You have the ability to speak, to be a storyteller, to be a caretaker of the lost. I hear a wounded healer. You've been through some things, but you will come out victorious. And the test will be for a testimony, and it will be helpful to others to guide them out of their darkness and into the light, helping them discover themselves in such a way that when they go through that passage out of the dark and into the light, they will know their spiritual name, I feel. Father says, choose wisely. Disruption led you to the ability to choose wisely. It's going to ignite your passion for your service. And yes, financial and material changes are on the board, and that is a conflict. Somebody is in the waiting game right here, right? Waiting for something, for time. Maybe it's divine timing. You know, I see that too, waiting for things to come together in divine timing, you know. And while you're doing that, you're emotionally withdrawn, pulling back your emotion. Maybe you are getting to a place where you can just sit at the edge of the flow, you know, sit on the edge of your emotions, pulling back, getting some emotional intelligence, doing that in solitude, being patient, all while you're planning, pulling your emotion back, being patient, planning, waiting for divine timing, you know, but to face yourself is a thing. Yes, this one. Yeah, it's something about being defeated in the past. That conflict and defeat really disrupted you. Something that made you feel defeated. They made you feel defeated, like you lost before you even start. But I feel like you're coming away from that mindset, seriously. New beginning. Can you accept it? It's a challenge. Maybe you're not there yet. You're not ready to accept the new beginning. Maybe you're just comfortable with where you're at. You know, like I've gotten to this level of comfortability. Solitude, like I said, you're just kind of comfortable where you're at. And you're not ready to come out into this new beginning quite yet. You haven't had the ability to accept the new you. Anything else? No. Movement, choices, and decisions. But hope is in reverse. Denying your light. Something made you lose hope. Something made you deny your light. Deny this gift. The light that's been within you all along. And now you are shying away from this journey that you need to take. Your calling. What it is that you're here to do. You don't accept it because of the word that has been spoken over you. And that's the shadow work that the Spirit is calling you to do. The shadow, like the solar eclipse energy, you know, those dark energies are prevalent. And it's not like a bad thing, but it comes to show us the shadow, like what is in the dark, what is behind the light, right? When the light has been blocked out or blotted out with something, then that shadow energy emerges. And when the shadow energy emerges, we have to contend with it, right? We see it, and it may make you withdraw. It may make you pull away from yourself. It may make you deny the light. Like, you know, can I really step into that fullness? Do you doubt it? You know, are you afraid of the fame, of the abundance that will come, the notoriety, the recognition that will come with you servicing your gift? I believe you are. You know, especially if no one has ever really put into you that you're worthy of such a level. you can shy away from that. Father say, have some faith. Faith instead of fear. You're called, beloved. It's the reason why you're here. To lead people, to teach them, to show them, to help them through their journey. Maybe you are a master teacher, and you have been. But something came and diminished you, to distort you, to disrupt you, to prevent you from speaking out. But if you ask the Father to give you strength, give me strength, Father, give me clarity, give me my portion onto me so that I may speak clearly and guide those who you have assigned onto me. But somebody is struggling with that, struggling with the ability to speak out, to be comfortable to speak, to be willing to speak. Yeah. You'll get out of it, weep, if you believe. To the next now, y'all. Maybe today, maybe not. This is a pretty long one, Ashe. Might be more than enough for us to digest in one day. We'll see. To the next now. Love you the same way I love me, because I love the source that made thee, the infinite intelligence, the word, aka wisdom, the principal thing, yeah, and the breath of life that moves and connects and binds all things. To the next now. Ashe.